Hi everybody, I hope this video finds you doing well today. We are coming together to discuss Module 5, and it's hard to believe that we are already here in Module 5 at the end of our course. This has flown by, of course, here in 5 weeks, and I most certainly have really enjoyed getting to know some of you virtually, of course, and exchanging emails and the discussions and so on and so forth, and it's been a real pleasure. So thank you guys for all of your hard work, and please know if you ever need help with anything, a letter of recommendation, whatever it is that I can do for you, I would be more than happy to do that. Um, so as we begin our fifth and final module, I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you here about restaurant vocabulary, and this sort of completes our series of videos on survival Spanish. As the goal of this course, one of the major goals was to give you the opportunity to apply those principles you may need to know in real life. So obviously, ordering your food, ordering your beverages, asking for the check, those kind of things are important in real life should you ever find yourself in a foreign country or in need of using the language. So first I want to get started by discussing people you may find in a restaurant, quienes están en un restaurante, and we see here el camarero. El camarero is a waiter, sometimes also referred to as el mesero. Depending on the country you go to, you may hear the waiter called el camarero or el mesero. Of course, if the person serving you is female in this case, she would be a camarera or a mesera. Camarera, mesera. Camarero, mesero. So you can see here we're just changing the O to an A to make it feminine. So camarero or camarera, mesero, mesera. As far as what you see on your table in a restaurant, we have el cubierto, which refers here to your place setting, to your silverware. El cubierto. El plato, obviously a plate. El vaso is a glass, and we have to be careful with the word vaso. It refers specifically to a glass of like water, soda, those types of things. El vaso. Um, if you're going to have a glass of something else, like perhaps a cup of coffee, you would use the word taza for things like coffee, hot chocolate. I like to tell my students to translate vaso as glass or cup, and taza as more of a mug. So vaso, taza. You also have a servilleta. Remember the double L in Spanish makes a Y sound, so servilleta is a napkin. La cuchara, a spoon. El cuchillo, a knife. El tenedor, a fork. A few other things, you have la sal, salt, and la pimienta, pepper. Pimienta, sal. We have here sugar, which remember the Z in Spanish makes an S sound, so we say el azúcar, sugar. I always like to tell my students a funny joke here. Mantequilla is butter, mantequilla, and I always tell you that that butter will quilla. It will kill you if you eat too much butter, right? Clog your arteries. Mantequilla is butter, mantequilla. As far as other things you may find in a restaurant, you have el menú, the menu, el menú, la cuenta, the check or the bill, la cuenta. Some expressions you may use when talking to your waiter or waitress as they ask you, ¿Cómo está la comida? How's the food? You can answer and say, oh, es delicioso, or es deliciosa, it's delicious, or es rico, it's rich, it's tasty. Lots of times in Hispanic culture, people say es rico for everything. It's always rico. Oh, how is it? It's es rico, es rico. Everything is rico. It's very rich. As far as you personally, how you would order your food, there are a few expressions you can use to pedir comida, and pedir is to order. The verb desear means to want, or literally to desire. So to say that you would like something, we say deseo. Say this with me, deseo. Yeah, deseo el chorizo, por favor. So I would like the chorizo, please. Deseo el chorizo. You also can use the word quisiera, which means I would like. So an example, quisiera las croquetas de jamón, por favor. I would like the ham croquetas, por favor. Quisiera, please, or I would like. Deseo, quisiera. Another phrase here that we see commonly used is me gustaría. So, me gustaría pan de tomate, por favor. Me gustaría, I would like. So, You see these four expressions. Pido, I order. Deseo, I desire, I want. Quisiera, I would like. And me gustaría, also I would like. These four expressions are interchangeable. You can use any of them to say I would like. So, as you're ordering your beverage, y para beber, you might say, oh, quisiera el agua. I would like some water. Or, me gustaría el té helado. I'd like an iced tea. Me gustaría el refresco. Whatever it might be. When your meal comes, what would you like to have to eat? You could say, oh, quisiera el arroz con pollo. Quisiera una hamburguesa. Any of these are interchangeable. As far as the common meals and entrees you see in a restaurant, here we have el plato principal, which literally translates to the principal or main dish. We might call it an entree. El plato principal. Of course, if you say de plato principal instead of the main dish, it means as a main dish. So, el plato principal, the main dish. De plato principal, as a main dish. Same thing here. El postre is dessert, and de postre means for dessert. Some other general expressions you might see here. Let's say you drop your napkin. Oh no, and you need something. Gosh, I need another napkin. We use the phrase me falta or me faltan to say that you're needing or lacking something. So, oh, me falta la servilleta. I need a napkin. I need another napkin. Or we would use faltan here with the N when you have a plural noun, something with an S. So, I need my silverware. Me faltan los cubiertos. So me falta or me faltan. Traer here is to bring. So you might ask your waiter or waitress, me trae? Would you bring me? Me trae? And your waiter's going to respond back and say, sí, sí, le traigo. I will bring you, whatever it may be. Okay, some other general expressions you may see at the end of a conversation, at the end of your meal. Your waiter or waitress may ask you, ¿algo más? Do you need anything else? ¿Algo más? The word ahora here means now. You need something immediately. Me falta la servilleta. La necesito ahora. I need it right now, ahora. Okay, so now I want you to take a moment and try implementing these things that you've learned. And remember, you always have your handy dandy vocab sheet here with all of these words on it that we've discussing, all the words in your chapter. You have your Quizlet to study. There's also a sample skit here at the bottom just to give you an idea for how a natural conversation may go in Spanish. So you have things to help you to study. But here we see the question, ¿cuántos hay? How many are there in your party? ¿Cuántos hay? Number 2, para beber. What would you like to drink? Number 3, para el plato principal, as your main dish or for your entree. Number 4 tells you dropped your napkin. You need to ask for another one. Number 5, which I labeled as 4 here. Number 5, ask you for dessert. What would you like? And then at number 6, you should ask for your check. So I want you to take a moment, pause your audio, and please give these a try for me. When you're ready, you can unpause. All right, now you've had a second to try these. Let's take a look. So number 1, ask you the question of ¿cuántos hay? How many are there in your party? And you're going to answer and say a certain number, and then please probably, or honestly, you could just answer with a certain number. So ¿cuántos hay? How many are there? Cinco, dos, siete, however many you have. Number 2, para beber. What would you like to drink? This is where you're going to insert one of those beverages from your vocab sheet. So, agua, por favor. El té helado, por favor. El refresco, por favor. El café, por favor. La leche, por favor. Any of those beverages would be fine. Number 3, para el plato principal. What would you like as your main dish? This is where you're going to insert what you would like to eat. So, las croquetas, pan de tomate, el pollo con arroz, arroz con pollo, las verduras, la hamburguesa, whatever you would like. Number 4, to say you've dropped your napkin. This is where you're going to use that expression me falta. So I'm lacking or I need me falta and whatever you're missing. Me falta la servilleta in this case. Number 5, ask you for dessert. Para el postre, what would you like? So this is where you're going to insert whatever dessert. So el helado, por favor, ice cream please, or el flan, por favor. And then in number 6, to ask for your check, we would say la cuenta, por favor. The bill please, la cuenta, por favor. I hope these videos have been helpful to you guys. I hope you have enjoyed our class so far. As always, if you have any questions, please know I'm always here, just a quick email or phone call away. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll talk soon. Thank you.